Welcome back to Temple City High School, Algebra 2 1.2, Evaluating and Simplifying Algebraic Expressions. The first thing we're going to cover is talking about powers. A power consists of a base and an exponent. The base is what's on the ground here. The exponent is what's up in the air here. The exponent tells you how many times you multiply the base together. So let's go ahead and go to example 1. We've got letter A is -7 quantity squared. You need to know what the base is. The base is -7 in this case. Therefore, and it's a square, so therefore we're going to multiply -7 twice. Two negatives multiplied to be a positive, so the answer is 49 positive. Contrast that with letter B. This is the most commonly missed problem on a quiz, or one of the most commonly missed problems. You have -7, you have negative, and then 7 squared. The square is on the 7, it is not on the negative. So the base is 7, therefore 7 is being squared. But wait a minute, we have a negative in front of there. So we want the opposite of 49. So notice the difference. When -7 quantity is being squared, it's a positive 49. When you want the opposite of 7 squared, it's the opposite of 49, which is -49. Key concepts. Order of operation, you need to know what to do first, second, third, etc. So there's some acronyms. It's called PEMDAS. It stands for you doing the parentheses first and then the exponents, and then multiplication division. They are handled depending on what order they're placed in. We take them left to right, and then we have addition and subtraction. They're same priority, so you have to go left to right on that. One way to remember PEMDAS is please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. The first one is P, which stands for parentheses. That's actually a grouping symbol. You have 10 minus 3 plus 1. The parentheses tells you to do that first, so you've got your 10, and then you're doing your 3 plus 1, which is 4, and you get 6. Okay? A fraction bar is also a grouping symbol. So right here, where you got 14 minus 2, and then you got 3 plus 3, you got 14 minus 2, which is 12. And then you've got 3 plus 3 is 6, so the answer is 2. Okay. Next priority is exponents. After you take care of any parentheses, you do exponents. So you've got 5 squared, which is 25, and you've got 2 cubed, which is 8. So you finally do your addition, which is 33. Multiplication and division come next. Well, if you have both multiplication and division, it's a tie, so you have to go left to right. So you've got, this is the same as saying parentheses 100 divided by 25, which is 4. You want to multiply that by 4, which is 16. If you did in the wrong order, you went 25 times 4, you got 100, and then 100 divided by 100 is 1. That would be the wrong answer. Addition and subtraction, left to right. Addition and subtraction are the same priority, so you have to go left to right. So here in this case, you're going to do the subtraction first. So think of that as with parentheses. You got 20 minus 8, which is 12, and then we're going to add 7, and our final answer is 18. Okay. So here's a thought question for you. If A is a positive number and n is a positive integer, for what values of the exponent n would the expression -8 quantity raised to the n and just simply the opposite of 8 to the n be equal? Well, this answer is going to be negative here because this is going to be 8 to some positive integer, which makes this a positive number. But then you have a negative sign here, so this is always going to be negative. So what kind of exponents you need here in order for -8 raised to the n power to be negative? Well, you want an odd number of negatives, so n has to be odd. So when you have an odd n, then both will be equal. They'll both be negative. Now, conversely, when will they be not equal? Well, when these are even, when n is even, this one's going to turn out positive because you're going to have an even number of negatives, and this one is going to turn out the opposite of positive, which is negative. Whoa, this is going to be positive, this is going to be negative. Those aren't going to be equal, so when you have an even exponent, then they're not going to be equal. Okay, example 2. Evaluate an algebraic expression. An algebraic expression has at least one variable. We're going to evaluate 3m squared plus 5m minus 12 when m is negative 4. The best thing to do is use parentheses. So you got 3, wherever you see a variable, put a parentheses. So that's m squared plus 5m minus 12, and you're going to substitute in negative 4 here. So put negative 4 in here. And you do Aunt Sally, PEMDAS, order of operation, hierarchy. Here you've got parentheses here, but there's no expression inside the parentheses, so there's really nothing to do. So you go to exponents. So here we've got negative 4 squared, which is 16. That's going to be multiplied by 3. And then you got negative 4 times 20, which is, I'm sorry, negative 4 times 5, which is negative 20. And then you've got your negative 12. This right here, it's the only multiplication there is. So that's going to be 48. That's going to be 48 minus 20 minus 12. We're going to go left to right because subtraction and subtraction are equal priority.
What we have is 48 minus 20 minus 12. The two subtraction operations are equal priority, so we need to go left to right. So we're going to do the 48 minus 20 first, which is 28, and then subtract the 12, which gives you 16. So your final answer is 16. Okay, Real Rams, we're on 1.2, example 3. You're selling some lemonade at the county fair for $2.50 per glass. You spend $180 to rent the stand and buy the ingredients and supplies you need. Write an expression that shows your profit from selling G glasses of lemonade. Find your profit if you sell 268 glasses of lemonade. Well, let's get the expression first. Your profit is going to be equal to your sales minus your costs, and your sales are going to be $2.50 per glass. And how many glasses are you selling? It's G. But you know what? You had the cost of $180 here. So we're going to subtract $180. Okay? So that's your expression for your profit. So the second part of it is find your profit if you sold 268 glasses. So go ahead and substitute 268 in for G. It's 268. And we multiply that out, $670. And you subtract the $180 cost, and you end up with $490. Make sure that you put units on it. It's $490. And make sure you put your dollar sign on there. So that's your profit.